The first song on the record is kind of a love song to humanity. It's kind of a list song. Cole Porter and lots of other people have done list songs where you start off with a premise and you kind of list a lot of stuff and then you break away from that. So this was like, what do? People laugh, they cry, they live, they die, they do this, they do that. All the different things people do, and I tried to put as many kind of opposites in there as I could so that it paints a picture where it's kind of accepting all of it. Looking at human beings and going, we do all these things. Some of them we maybe don't like as much as others, but we do all of it, and that's what we are. By the time you get kind of towards the end of the song, it's revealed that it's kind of a celebration of what we are, what we do, not just an objective list. And so at the end, there's a lot of shouting and whooping and things like that. Annie Clark, St. Vincent, happened to be just a few blocks away from the studio where I was working. And so I said, Annie, do you want to come in? Just try singing on this one song. And she had a great time doing it. She wanted to sing more, but she had baby duty that day. I have an unwritten rule about writing songs about certain subjects that, for me, they're taboo. Like, I would never write a song about, I'm gonna rock you, and that kind of thing. It wouldn't be good. And I thought I would never write a song about what it feels like to perform, what it feels like to sing. But this one just came out as being like, let's write about what it feels like to sing and what it looks like from another person's point of view to look at someone singing. When you look at someone singing, and if you don't hear the singing, if you just saw what their kind of body language and facial expressions, they could be doing a lot of other things other than singing. When I was doing the demo, every time I got to a place, like in this song, got to a place where I thought, here's where the solo would be. It was like a guitar solo or some other kind of solo in there, and I thought, I'll just do it with my mouth. When it came time to actually do the record and finish the recording, we decided we're going to keep those. I successfully managed to write a song about the COVID experience, which was kind of hard to do. During the pandemic, I didn't write really anything. Did a lot of drawings, but didn't write any songs. But then afterwards, this song came out, a kind of love song to my apartment where I was during the pandemic, cooking, trying different recipes, playing guitar but not writing songs, doing a lot of drawings, knowing the hallway, the closets, the laundry, knowing everything really well. So I thought, yes, I'm going to write it as a love song, but then reveal at the end of the chorus or whatever it is, it's actually the apartment. A Door Called No was inspired by a door that I saw somewhere backstage or in a back room or something that just said no on it. And it was obviously, you're not allowed to go in there. And at first I thought, this is a song about discrimination, racism. I remember during the civil rights era, people were told, oh, no, yeah, you'll get your rights, but not so fast, not so fast. Just take it one step at a time. We'll get to it eventually. And I thought, yeah, all right. The first half of the song is about that, and then there was, again, a little break, and I thought, now it's going to go in a different direction. So I gave it a positive spin of turning the no into a yes. I've sometimes been referred to as an anthropologist from Mars. I think Oliver Sacks coined that phrase, or may have, or something. And this song, What is the Reason for It, is sort of coming from that point of view. It's asking the question, what is love for? What does it do? What does it do to us? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it like a disease we catch? Is it something we get over? Is it something to be excited about or to avoid? It's all questions. The whole thing is questions. But in asking, obviously the person who's asking is being seduced in some way while the questions are being raised.
What is the reason for it? Why is it there? Is it my body or my brain?
When Stop Making Sense was being re-released a year or two ago, the movie company, A24, put together a record where they had all these different bands and artists cover the songs that were in that movie. I thought, are you really going to be able to pull this off? And they did. And one of the groups was Paramore, who did a great version of Burning Down the House. So I stayed in touch with them, and Hayley Williams, the singer in the group, was in LA again when I was out there for a bit, kind of mixing and finishing up this record. And Kid Harpoon, the producer, and I both thought, this is a song where it might be nice to have a break from David's voice all the time. And Hayley wasn't that far away, so she came in and sang, and it was great. It was really nice. There's a number of story songs on the record, which is a little bit new for me. In this case, I have a feeling it probably just started with the title. I met the Buddha at a downtown party, and you go, okay, what happens next? Well, there's a svelte Buddha, and there's also, in some cultures, a quite large Buddha. And I thought, let's assume it's the large guy, and he's at a party, and he's hanging by the buffet, enjoying the spread. And me, the singer, is asking, wait a minute, whoa. Shouldn't you be taking care of your health? You should be someone we look up to, not just gorging yourself. So there's a whole little discussion going on. The Buddha says he's gotten out of the enlightenment biz. So obviously this person, me, who's asking the questions, is a little bit disappointed. But then in the end of the story, it kind of wraps up with a kind of inspiring message.
Don't be like that, and don't be so mean.
Don't Be Like That is a love song, but it's almost all negatives. It's all don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. But they're all don'ts, like don't walk away from me because I care about you, because I want to be near you. Don't move in that seductive fashion. I don't say it like that in the song, but that's what I'm alluding to. So it's a lot of don'ts, but they're all admonitions based on desire and love. This is where I'm going to get in trouble. I'm someone who has, from time to time, been associated with what might be called the avant-garde, but I also realize that the avant-garde can be complete bullshit. So whenever you kind of venture into that world, you're taking a huge risk. I love doing that myself. In the song, I'm going, I want to go there. I'll take you with you. Come on, I want to go there. And I will ask a friend, do you want to come with me? And they might go, whoa, what is this? Do you know anything about it? Has it been reviewed? And I might go, no, but I think it's worth checking out, and it's only going to be around for a week. And sometimes I see it, and it's not that good, but sometimes it is something that completely blows my mind and completely reorients my thinking about the way something can be done, the way a performance can be done. Yeah, worth the risk of sometimes things being not so good.
My love gave me a moisturizing thing.
My fiance reminds me fairly often, especially at the end of the day, David, have you moisturized? Here, put this on. Which I sometimes find a little annoying, but I do it. And then one night I was thinking to myself, what if it really works? What if it really works? What if, and then the premise of the story is that I wake up and I look a lot younger. And so then the story unfolds as, well, that there are actually problems when you look too young. You get carded. People don't believe that you're very smart. They think he's too young and inexperienced, etc. So then it becomes this parable of judging a book by its cover. I mean, I saw it as a love song about trying to get into someone's head. And then I thought, oh, it's like a club with a doorman and a velvet rope. I thought, but it's a very exclusive club, and it's members only, so it's too expensive, you can't get in. So I'm imagining, what could it be like in there? Part of me thinks it's very quiet and hush, and it's like a library. There's a lot of serious intellectual work going on in there. And another part of me says, oh no, it's like Las Vegas. It's all just sparkly and people shouting and colored lights. And there's all this fantastic stuff. The animals will talk to me, and there's these fountains, and it's like Avatar. There's mountains floating in the sky. And I thought, sheesh, yeah, just, hey, give me a chance. Let me see what's in there.
She explains what is happening in the movies we watch.
She Explains Things to Me is exactly what it says. It was kind of a response to a book by Rebecca Solnit called Men Explain Things to Me, about mansplaining. And I thought, well, it's a little bit different, but I often have to have someone else, often a woman, explain things to me. And it puzzles me. I'll be watching a movie and she'll go, oh, I saw that coming a mile off. I knew he was going to do that. And I'll go, wait, nobody said anything. How did you know that? Same things in the song. I'm also talking about like poetry. She'll read a poem to me or something, go, isn't that beautiful? And I go, I don't know what it means. Can you explain it? Big difference between what I'm talking about and mansplaining. With mansplaining, the men are not being asked, can you help me understand this? They're just assuming that the woman needs to have stuff explained to them. So this is a little bit different. I'm asking.
Can you explain my heart? Explain my love.
I did meet Rebecca Solnit, and I told her that I wrote a song that was, inspired by her book. I think I got a kind of puzzled look.
The truth, my dear, said no machine.
I read some book about old-time Hollywood. The actress Norma Shear said, oh, the truth, my dear, that's the last thing a man wants to hear. And I thought, oh, I can use that. That's a nice start for a song. Let's give an example, or let's see what that's like. And yes, the singer, me, talks about, hearing the truth at the wrong time, when you're not expecting it, or when it's something devastating and it's really not presented in the right way. It just kind of completely breaks you down, and all your defenses fall. you get weak in the knees and you just want to fall to the ground when something like that happens. And then, as with some of the other story songs, I kind of take the story and give it a little bit of a turn where I realize, oh, I can survive this. It's not really going to hurt me, and it's going to be okay.
But you are my truth.
Kid Harpoon and I decided to have it be the last song on the record. We were going to cut it from the record. I think it was one of the overdubs. Mauro Rofosco, the percussionist that I've worked with for ages, did percussion overdubs on it. And for some reason, rhythmically and dynamically, it just lifted the song to another place. And I thought, oh, now we were going to cut it. Now it's back in the running. Not only is it in the running, it deserves the honor of being the last song.
No!